So welcome back to another My League rebuild here on NBA 2K20. In today's video, we are going to be doing a rebuild of the Lob City Clippers. So, obviously these were the days that everybody thought the Clippers were a team that was just like one maybe small piece away from winning a finals. They're kind of known as the team that's really never been able to get out of the first or second round. I mean, maybe the second round. I think it was like 3 or 4 years this team got to the second round and they lost every single time. Obviously, this is a franchise that has never won an NBA championship. So, the goal today is going to be to obviously get them a ring. We take a look at this team right here. I found an unbelievable roster, and of course, I did not even go ahead and remember the name. So I just looked up 2015. This is a 2014-2015 rebuild. It's one of the top ones. It's something updated. So you got to go ahead and check that out. But if you guys are new around here, do me a favor. Toss me a sub. Turn on some post notifications. Get to the video early. That's where I like to respond to comments. And then if you guys could leave a like on this video as well, that would be absolutely awesome. But I'm not one of those guys that just sits here and tells you to do all that shit. So, let's get to this rebuild today. All right, so if we're going to go over this roster a little bit real quick, CP3, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan is obviously like the known big three. Personally, I'm fine with their overalls. I mean, Chris Paul is one of, if not the best point guard in the league at this time. I mean, who else is really ahead of him? I mean, off the top of my head, whoops, where the hell did I just go? I am going to the total wrong place right now. I'm absolutely all over the place. I'm going to Player Finder. Jesus Christ. I mean, Steph and Dame, I mean, that's a tough one. I don't really know if Dame would be ahead of CP3 right now in 2014, 2015. Steph, maybe. I would still probably personally give it to Chris Paul, but again, that's just my opinion. And then Blake Griffin was probably one of, if not the best power forward. I mean, LaMarcus Aldridge might have a case. Kevin Love even maybe at this time, but probably not. A couple guys like that. So there's definitely a few moves I want to make here. There's a little bit of age on this team. I do want to keep JJ Redick just because he's on a good contract. And obviously, some shooting in the starting lineup is not going to hurt. Jamal Crawford, though, Matt Barnes, these guys are probably, guys that can leave. Spencer Hawes. I remember that guy. But yeah, there's definitely, I mean, there's some age on this team without a dude. Can we talk about, this is reminding me right now, can we talk about the fact that Nate Robinson is fighting, which Paul, Jake Paul, whichever Paul brother it is? That is the funny, where did that come from? Was there any beef before? Can somebody please comment down below and let me know something? Because I have no idea of any prior altercations to that. But that's absolutely crazy. That just reminded me of that. But without further ado, we definitely have a couple trades to make here. So first trade we are going to be taking here is for Chandler Parsons from the Dallas Mavericks. He's 26 years old, 79 overall. We're also acquiring an unprotected first-round pick from Dallas this year, which could end up being huge. I personally think Chandler Parsons could maybe mesh well into this lineup. I don't know if he personally will. As you can see by this rotation right here, I mean, this bench is just absolutely god-awful. So who's in free agency? Because free agents are probably going to be kind of like my savior right now. Okay, Daniel Tice was not in the NBA at this time. I don't think Christian Wood was, or I don't really think any of these guys were in the NBA at this time. That's unfortunate. I guess I really won't rely on free agency. So, Chris Paul will not have a backup. I'm going to do what Doc Rivers did and trade his son. Sorry, not really that sorry about it, though. I will get a better backup shooting guard. I need a backup small forward. Power forward, I'll get one, and then center, I need one as well. So we definitely still have a lot of moves to make here. So we were going to be here doing this trade with Cleveland. Austin Rivers and Nate Robinson straight up for Tristan Thompson. More than a serviceable backup big man off the bench. I'm very excited to have him added to the rotation. So if I package these two guys, again, I don't really think I'm probably going to be getting anybody good for them. FK Udo, CJ Wilcox. I mean, I can't imagine I'm getting much in the overall department. Yeah, no, there's really nothing here. All right, this is where it's going to get tough because I don't really want to sign guys that weren't in the league at this point, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it just doesn't really sit right with me. Justin Holiday, I don't really know if you're in the league or not, but you're on a team at least, so I guess that's maybe a positive there. But yeah, this bench is not going to be good for the first year. Justin Holiday honestly probably will play a little bit. And now Turkoglu, and I got to work on a backup small forward and a backup power forward. So we're doing this trade here with the Dallas Mavericks. Again, Richard Jefferson and Matt Barnes. I actually like this deal because, first of all, we get two veteran guys. I love Richard Jefferson. I think he's absolutely hilarious, and I think he's a really solid role player. So he's going to be backing up Chandler Parsons. And then I think Matt Barnes is going to get traded probably for a power forward if I can find one. Again, these guys are not the highest of overalls. Jonas Jerebko, like, really? Like, that's it? Derek Williams, not really. I'm just not a fan of some of these moves right here. Like, I mean, I'm not expecting much with the 76 overall. Steve Novak, I don't care that he's 36. He's only playing here for a year. So, maybe this rotation's looking a little bit better now. Again, probably not even. I'm still going to have Thompson. I mean, I don't like having Tristan Thompson be my sixth man, but if we're being honest, like, the starting lineup's playing a lot of minutes here today. Yeah, that's going to be it probably. So, DJ is going to be playing like 34, 36 here to Blake. Chandler Parsons is going to be getting like 34 as well. JJ 33 and 37 to CP3 I'm honestly fine with. Okay, that's going to be the rotation here for your number one. Again, this is a pretty old team. I mean, we obviously have some pretty like stars in their like good age range, but Again, I don't really know how I feel about this team for now. Obviously, we'll have some bigger moves this offseason. But here for your number one, CP3, JJ Redick, Chandler Parsons, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan. Bench, Tristan Thompson, Steve Novak, Richard Jefferson, and Justin Holiday. Bench is terrible. Definitely got to work on that in the offseason. I will see you guys at the end of your number one. LeBron James puts up a triple-double in his return to Cleveland. Yeah, is this the first year that he's back? Yeah, 2013. Yeah, he was still in... Yes, it is. 53 and 29 on the year for us here. Yusuf Nurkic is your Rookie of the Year. Interesting. Lou Will, Sixth Man of the Year. LeBron also wins Defensive Player of the Year. Jimmy Butler, Most Improved. Billy Donovan, Coach of the Year. So we are in the playoffs, obviously, as a 5 seed with 53 wins. You know, typically 5 seed or 53 wins would be a little higher than a 5 seed, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. It would have been a 2 seed there in the Eastern Conference, but nonetheless, we're still pretty good. CP3 puts up a double-double. Blake Griffin almost puts up a double-double. 2 boards off. JJ Redick, Chandler Parsons, Novak. DeAndre Jordan, who is apparently really pissy and has had enough of Los Angeles. So if I lose him for nothing, I'm going to be a little disappointed. So it's just one of those things, man. It's just one of those things. 7 points, 14 rebounds in the starting lineup, playing 35 minutes a night, and somehow he's pissy. I don't get it. Fix it, 2K. Points per game. Looks like we were 7th in the league, 112 points, and defensively second best defense at under 104. Wow, the Rockets were insane. Who's in this Rockets lineup? Yeah, I can see it, but we'll see. Okay, we're taking on the Rockets in the first round. Funny enough, I did just show you that team right there. I think we can probably beat them. I mean, I think we have a little bit. I mean, they obviously have the best player in the series. I think we can probably beat them with a little more, like, overall depth, and not our bench, definitely, but just depth-wise, you know, in the starting 5-wise. Hopefully, we're up 3-2 right now, and are we really about to blow it? And we blew it. I'll see you guys in the offseason. So the Portland Trailblazers go on to win the NBA Finals, and Damian Lillard is your Finals MVP. Well, I said I still would take CP3 over him. Might be changing my mind on that one right about now. So we're heading into this first offseason here after losing in the first round. Obviously, you know, a little disappointing, but it's okay. We're going to work on it. Up to the draft lottery, I did trade for, I believe, the Dallas Mavericks pick. Maybe that turns into something good. I think I saw us. Okay, we're at 8 here from Philadelphia. I did not know we had the Philadelphia pick, but it looks like the Mavericks did well. And we go ahead and where the hell are the Clippers? Oh, maybe, okay, maybe 76ers had a pick protection. I don't know why it doesn't tell you the pick protection. I find that a little weird. Matthew Thomas, you're fired. Doc Rivers has good ratings, so I'm not going to fire him. Sam Cassell, maybe you can get somebody new. And then Derek Irving, goodbye. Okay, we'll do this, and who's in the department of an assistant coach that wants to come here? I'm not literally seeing one assistant coach. I'll take Benjamin Walker. Has pretty good ratings. Obviously, here in LA, pretty much the Lakers have more money. We still have a lot of money as Clippers. Actually, Steve Ballmer is, I don't think Steve Ballmer owned the Clippers at this time, but he was like, I think he's the wealthiest NBA owner. Like, he's far and away, I'm pretty sure, the wealthiest NBA owner. Somebody fact check me on that one. So we do have pick 18 from the Mavericks and then 24th pick in the second round. JJ Redick, as I mentioned, I wanted to keep him. I didn't want to keep him the entire video. I definitely am looking to, you know, get an improvement somewhere. We are in the 2015 draft class right now, so it's like the, Towns, Porzingis, D'Lo, guys like that. I mean, I would like to maybe trade it for D'Angelo Russell, play him at the 2 spot. I don't really know how possible that is. Let's see if we can work on a trade here. If I had to guess, I would say Charlotte's probably going to say no to this. I'm giving up not even a lot of stuff at all. Actually, I want to keep the Philly pick. That low-key could be good next year. I'll give you my first round. Okay. Simple enough. So we now have the 3rd overall pick. I mean, obviously, I would prefer to go ahead and get D'Angelo Russell because he's kind of the guy I need here. I mean, the rest of this draft class was like, it was good. But Devin Booker is also here. I just totally forgot about Devin Booker. So, honestly, I would imagine that Towns goes 1. That kind of goes without being said. I'm still going to take D'Lo over Booker just because, I mean, I did like 2K's auto-generated that they put in their draft classes. I don't even know if Booker's going to be high enough overall, but I just totally forgot about him. So, I'm assuming I probably don't have him scouted. Yeah, okay, it's Towns and Porzingis. Porzingis 81, Towns and 79. I don't know about that one, but let's see here. D'Lo, I don't have him fully scouted, and I definitely don't have Devin Booker fully scouted. Okay, this is kind of a tough one. I just forgot about Booker. Like, that's my bad. I think I actually am going to go Devin Booker. So it might be a little bit of a shady pick. I'm perfectly fine with it, though. He's going to be a 76 overall. D'Lo's only a 77. Works out for me. I think Devin Booker's going to be really solid for us. So team player options, we actually have none. Qualifying offers, Richard Jefferson, no, and no. We have a 62 overall on the team. Christ alive. All right, free agency is going to be interesting. Oh, boy, it's not a great free agency. I mean, actually, whoa, it is. It is a good free agency class. These guys just aren't the highest overalls. Okay, it is a good free agency class. Let's take a look at what we need on this team here. So, Booker's obviously not making a ton of money. Parsons probably going to get traded. And then DeAndre Jordan is obviously a huge priority to re-sign. We don't even have bird rights on DeAndre Jordan. Seriously? Okay, well, I mean, I want to get him back, but, like, I don't know. I feel like we should probably have bird rights on him, but just my opinion. What I probably could do is maybe go ahead and sign like Kawhi Leonard a little bit earlier than the Clippers did in real life. If Kawhi wants to come here, and he does. So here's what I'm going to do. I have this whole thing planned out. Hopefully it's going to work out perfectly. Kawhi Leonard. Okay, I have the rights, but I don't have bird rights on DeAndre Jordan. Yeah, makes sense, 2K. I'm going to renounce the rights on everybody else here. So we're going to bring in Kawhi Leonard right now. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and trade Chandler Parsons for a center. Because, I mean, ultimately I wanted to make moves with this team anyways. I don't really think, I mean, DeAndre Jordan putting up 14 boards is obviously pretty nice if he can average that. But I think ultimately I'm going to take Kawhi Leonard over DeAndre Jordan pretty much every day of the week. So now let me find a trade for Chandler Parsons. I'm going to see if Atlanta wants to do this. Chandler Parsons for Al Horford. I did not think they were going to be taking it straight up. Oh, shit. I'm like literally out of picks, aren't I? And I really don't have much else to give up. So, I mean, I'm not going to get a ton of value here. Al Horford would have been cool. Again, I just don't think it's going to let me sign DeAndre Jordan. That would have been nice, but it's not going to be happening. Wait, low-key, do I have, like, I think I have some money. I low-key have $13 million, so I have a decent mid-level exception. Yusuf Nurkic did just win, you know, Rookie of the Year. So, I mean, if he wants to come in here, definitely wouldn't mind that. I'll give you 2 first-round picks, and that's pretty much all I'm... Okay, simple enough. Yusuf Nurkic, welcome to the team. I still am not going to say DeAndre Jordan is... I mean... DeAndre Jordan is better than Yusuf Nurkic at this point in time that we're simming this. But Kawhi Leonard is obviously a huge addition here. So we have literally 5 players in the team. I think Kawhi Leonard is just not going to have a backup. So I do need to sign a bunch of backups. And I only really have $13 million to do it. So that does make me a little nervous. Let me see what I can do here. So I just signed James Nanali. I mean, I have no money here. I'm going to trade him straight up for Glenn Robinson. Maybe Glenn Robinson can get me something else. Other guys I signed include JJ Barea and Leandro Barbosa. I'm fine with keeping Barea. I don't really want to keep Leandro Barbosa, if we're being honest here. I think Glenn Robinson can probably get me a power forward or a center. That's just what I'm hoping, because I do want to obviously play Kawhi a ton of minutes. And, I mean, all I'm getting offered here is basically draft picks. Steve Novak, oh, man, he's 37 years old. Jordan Clarkson. Okay, never mind. I'm going to trade for Jordan Clarkson. And now I'm going to go ahead and probably go look to trade JJ Barea. Or maybe I could just move Barbosa and then move Clarkson to shooting guard. That's actually probably a smarter idea. So let me do that. Clarkson's probably going to be my new 6th man, if we're being honest here. So now let me go ahead, if this game ever wants to load, look to trade Leandro Barbosa, which I'm probably only going to get offered first-round picks for. Jeremy Grant is listed as a small forward. I wish he was listed as a power forward. Evan Turner's here. Again, not the best thing in the world. Dwight Powell is only 23 years old. Still could do that. Ooh. Donatas Moniunas, perfect. I actually really can't believe I'm even getting offered things like this. So now I need a center. Again, I don't really have a ton of money. If I can take Boban, I'll take Boban. We have a trade exception on James Nanali, funny enough. Boban's only 31 years old. Actually, he might be 31 in real life. I don't really care, though. This bench is a little bit old, but I'm really excited to see what this lineup can do. I'll see you guys at the start of year number 2. Year number 2, this team is all set. I'm really liking the way this starting 5 is looking. Chris Paul and Devin Booker in a backcourt together. I think that's going to be absolutely lethal. Kawhi Leonard ends up in LA just a few years earlier than he did in real life. Blake Griffin and then Yusuf Nurkic does round out our starting 5. Bench, Jordan Clarkson, Donatas Moniunas, JJ Barea, and Boban. I mean, I think this bench can be solid and serviceable. It's definitely a lot better than last year. Last year was absolutely awful, and we still did pretty good. So I'm pumped to see what this team can do. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. So everybody's worst nightmare came true. Anthony Davis is in Golden State. Maybe besides Giannis, I think that's probably everybody's worst nightmare. I had the opportunity to, sign him last offseason. I went with Kawhi. I'm still going to take it because we went 63-19. I mean, AD was solid, but 63-19, I'll take that. Nikola Jokic is your Rookie of the Year. He was just in free agency. I really don't know how he's Rookie of the Year. Okay, Kyle Lowry, 6th man. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year. Tishawn Prince is Most Improved, and Terry Stotts does go ahead and win Coach of the Year. So, wow, we weren't even a 1 seed. 63 wins, not even good enough for a 1 seed here in the loaded Western Conference. I mean, this team's pretty good. They ended up losing Klay Thompson, but, I mean, I think I would lose Klay Thompson if it meant I got to add Anthony Davis. Player stats in the year, Blake Griffin led us in scoring, then it was CP3, Kawhi Leonard. I'm surprised it wasn't more than that, but I mean, Kawhi's still kind of on his come up at this point in time. Yusuf Nurkic, Devin Booker, Jordan Clarkson, Moniunas, Barea, and then Boban. Rebounds per game went to Yusuf Nurkic, and assists was CP3. Points per game, we were solid. We weren't, oh, wow. Okay, we were 12. I thought we'd be a little higher than that. And defensively, yeah, just over 100 points per game. That's pretty crazy. It did give us the best differential. So we got Phoenix here in the first round. Definitely trying to win in the first round this year. Bledsoe, Winslow. They drafted Bledsoe, Lorenzo Brown, Winslow. They drafted him. Marcus Morris, Nikola Jokic, who I don't know how he won Rookie of the Year, but somehow he did. He was not in the 2015 draft class. I don't think so anyways. We're up 2-0 right here. We are now up 3-0. I can't imagine this is going to be too challenging of a first round. We do go on to sweep them. Now we got to face the defending champion, Portland Trailblazers. This is not going to be fun, and what I'm assuming is probably either going... Okay, not going to either be. Obviously, it's one of these two teams we would have to face next, but you know what I'm saying. It's not going to be an easy matchup. So Damon CJ still solid. Batum's still in Portland here. LA. Chris Kaman. LaMarcus Aldridge was so good in Portland. He was such an underrated, like, superstar in Portland. Like, people did not give him the credit that he deserved. I mean, obviously, he kind of... I mean, didn't fall off in San Antonio, but, like, age kind of, you know, hit, and then everything happens, you know. It is what it is. Clippers here. Clippers. Where are the Clippers? Warriors here in the West Finals. Steph, Iggy, Barnes, Gallo, Anthony Davis. Yeah, that's a pretty good squad right there. Definitely makes me a little nervous. I'm hoping we can maybe beat them, though. We're 2-2 with them right now. We go up 3-2, and come on, we're moving on to the NBA Finals, baby. That's funny. It actually would have been the Cavs and the Warriors. Interesting enough. So, Austin Rivers, J.R. Smith, LeBron, Kevin Love, Tyson Chandler. Kyrie is not here. Did they lose Kyrie? Oh, they definitely lost Kyrie in free agency. I'm actually interested. Where did Kyrie go? Actually, I just don't have the time to do that right now. But that's obviously a big hit to them. Kyrie was their second best player. We are up 2-1 right now. We go up 3-1. Of course, I'm looking to hop in right here. Here in the Staples Center, trying to get the Clippers their first finals ring here, and it looks like we're going to be doing it. We are blowing LeBron and Cleveland out of the water. I will see you guys in there. So we're here in the Staples Center right now. Obviously, you know, looking to get the first ring here for the Clippers. I think it's probably going to happen. I would imagine I'm probably not going to blow this lead, but you never know. Who is that on Cleveland? Because he is absolutely tiny. They're going to throw it into Tyson Chandler, interesting enough. So, dude, I remember it comes up on Twitter, like, I swear to God, like twice a week now, but it used to happen a lot less often. That's when I enjoyed it more. The polls of, like, I think it was the 2011, was, would you rather have, like, 2011 Kevin Love or 2011 Blake Griffin? That's an interesting one to me. I mean, that one is, I would say it's super close. Some people, I mean, I get people both ways. Like, I've seen it both ways. Some people are like, Kevin Love, no doubt. Some people are like, Blake Griffin, he was literally an MVP candidate, no doubt. But, dude, Kevin Love's year in Minnesota in 2011 was so good, and it's like, obviously there's not really a reason. Oh my God, the scrubs are in. Why are the scrubs in right now? I'm taking a timeout. I don't want to play with these guys. Like, it's just boring. But Kevin Love was so good. Kevin Love was so good in Minnesota, and obviously, you know, he fell off in Cleveland kind of as a third option, and you never know. But, like, when Kevin Love was, like, fat, that's when the best Kevin Love was, in my opinion. I mean, I would say, obviously, he had more success in Cleveland because he was playing behind one of the best players of all time. And then Kyrie was there. I mean, it's a whole situation, but you know what I'm saying. So that's an interesting poll. If you guys want to comment down below and give me some reasoning why you would take either one. Oh, my God, Yusuf Nurkic, good move. Why would you take 2011 Kevin Love or 2011 Blake Griffin? Let me know down below in the comment section, because both of them were absolutely unbelievable. And it's actually one of, like, the closer things, in my opinion, like NBA polls-wise, that I see on Twitter. Because, you know, I do see a lot, and I don't know. That's one of the closer ones in my opinion. But back to the gameplay here. Yusuf Nurkic hits 2 green releases. Goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Low-key might be playing better than DeAndre Jordan. I mean, Lob City's no longer a thing. I mean, Lob City was more like Blake and CP3, I feel like. But DeAndre Jordan was definitely still a very, very valuable member. Dude, DeAndre Jordan, I remember watching his old, like, Clippers highlights. He caught some of the biggest bodies. Like, he would just murder people. And it was, like, funny. Oh, my God, J.R. Smith, and one, of course. But he would just destroy. Who was it? It was, like, Brandon Jennings. He just absolutely posterized to the moon. Like, sent him to the fucking sun. Like, it was absolutely insane. But those are the good old days. Those were the good old days of basketball. I mean, that wasn't when I started. My first, like, time, like, being a serious fan of basketball was when the Celtics won the finals. I mean, I was 8 years old, so I don't, you know, specifically remember it. But, like, I remember them winning a ring. Those are the good old days. CP3 going to get that layup to go right there. He has 17 assists on the night. 17 assists on the night for Chris Paul. I want to use Kawhi a little bit before I go ahead and close this one out here. Because, again, it's not every day, you know, your boy here gets to use Kawhi Leonard. I don't really play a lot of my team or anything like that where I would get there and just play now. I don't really get to use Kawhi Leonard too often. So what I do, I like to take advantage of it. Why are we doubling J.R. Smith? We're doubling J.R. Smith like he's literally LeBron, and Austin Rivers is going to get, oh my God, it's actually probably one of the highlights of Austin Rivers' career right there. That was actually a really good pass. That was a really good pass. Okay. Final possession right here. I do want to use Kawhi a little bit. He's over here in the corner. I got to somehow, you know, get him the ball a little bit. They were doubling Chris Paul, funny enough. If Blake, you got to actually give the pick before you just go pick and roll here, Blake. You can't just go and do it. Kawhi, you want to drive down, go up, and just get a not even a foul. Not even a foul. Okay. Well, we'll try to do one more defensive possession here. That seemed like a foul animation to me. That seemed like a foul animation to me. They're going to foul there. All right, I'm not sitting through this. We'll see you guys at the finals MVP. There's a whole slew of guys that it honestly could be. My guess is probably going to be Chris Paul, and yeah, it is. 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 9.5 assists. 2 steals. So, good to see CP3, Blake Griffin all get in a ring. Same with, honestly, Devin Booker and Yusuf Nurkic. Kawhi would have had one at this point. But we're heading up to the draft lottery now. I think I traded pretty much every single pick I have. There's no way we even have any sort of remote pick here. Yeah, no, we don't. Okay. That's fine by me. Not that big of a deal. Our whole staff is still here. We just won a finals. There's literally no reason to change out anything there. So up to the draft. This draft class is like what? This is, yeah, 20. So this is Ben Simmons. Okay, Ben Simmons, Brown. Where's Brandon Ingram? Why is he so low? 2K literally makes these draft classes, and they just, like, they can make them somewhat accurate, but, like, not even that accurate. Wow. We have 1 first-round pick. If I trade 3 seconds, can I get a first? Nope. 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 I can't. How about 2 seconds? Like, even a super low valuable first. No, nothing there. Okay. I don't really need it anyways. I don't plan on making many big changes here to this team. Probably just 1 or 2. CP3 has a $44 million player option. Safe to say he's going to pick that one up. Cody Martin is not even in the NBA at this time, so I'm not going to be giving him a qualifying offer. So let's head up to moratorium right now. I think the one thing I definitely need to do is, oh my god, I should have saved money for James Harden. That would have been sick. Not going to happen though. Okay, let's see. I kind of want to, like, go ahead and do something fun. Like, I mean, low-key, like, I would love to get James Harden. Just, like, I think he's, Milwaukee wants to get him. So, like, how much money do I have? He wants $39 million a year, and I have $9 million. So I need to clear up $30 million, basically. So, I mean, I'm just saying if I traded Chris Paul, like, I theoretically here could maybe go ahead and get James Harden. I'm just saying, and I did just win a championship, so I'm really not going to be that upset if I have to trade Chris Paul. Like, who are the highest rated point guards not make? Oh my god, like Steph's here, but he's definitely untouchable. Yeah, there's just no way the money's ever going to work out there because I need a guy who's not making a ton of money. Like, is there any way? Oh my god. Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on just a minute. I feel like they should definitely take. I'll give you JJ Barea too. Bro, are you serious right now? Nothing? Dude, this would be perfect. I could go out and get James Harden. Oh, brother. Now, of course, everybody else is, like, not making enough money. God damn it. All right. Do they have money? There's just no way. Yeah. There's no way they have the money for this. I mean, Blake Griffin. Do you want Blake that badly? But then I still have to clear up another big contract. I got to find a trade for Chris Paul because I want this to happen. All right, so I got something in the works here. I'm not that one. Jesus Christ, where am I going? This is the trade I'm going to be doing. Devin Booker, JJ Barea, 2 seconds for D'Lo and Tim Hardaway Jr. I'm doing this because, one, I need to replace the point guard spot. So this is going to be pretty huge. If I now, because the worst comes to worst, I can honestly just move D'Lo to shooting guard and it really won't be that big of a deal. But I got to find the right trade for Chris Paul. I really got to find the right trade for Chris Paul. I don't just want to dump him for nothing. Like that would really, really suck right here. And I really want to get James Harden, and I think he's probably going to come here just because we did just win a finals. It does make it a little bit easier. So if I'm going to dump Chris Paul, who is probably one of the best point guards in the league at this time, it's definitely not going to be for this. Like, what the hell is that? I need, like, a superstar here who's not making a ton of money, and I'm not really seeing anything. Tayshaun Prince. Would he really be? He would not be 26 at this point in time. Okay, that's a little weird. You know what? I'm just going to say this is 2K blessing me right here. If somehow I don't end up with James Harden, I'm going to be super mad, but I think I probably should have the money for him at this point. Moment of truth. I have the money for him. That's a max contract. Actually, hold on a minute. I think I can probably give him a little bit more. I need to go ahead and dump somebody, and ultimately it's probably going to... I don't really want to just dump Tayshaun Prince. I'm blowing this team up, so this goes to shit. I'm low-key so screwed. But can I just get a first-round pick? Is this really going to be this hard? All right, give me CJ Miles in a first, then I'll trade CJ Miles for another first. Jesus Christ. This should not be taking 20 minutes. But for James Harden, who is the guy, you know, especially somebody like me, doesn't really ever get to just go out and sign. This is pretty big. I want to make sure I have the full max contract that I can offer him, and then go ahead. All right, that's the full max, player option, no trade clause. Moment of truth, does James Harden want... Actually, I just want to make sure I don't bird rights anybody. Does James Harden want to come to LA? And he does, baby. Let's go. James Harden, welcome to the team. So I do have to dump a couple bench players. I also picked up a couple bench players. So we just signed James Harden. And ultimately, a lot of Clippers fans might be mad that I went ahead and traded Chris Paul. But he got James Harden in return. So it was either Chris Paul and Devin Booker or D'Angelo Russell and James Harden. I think that one's pretty obvious every single time. So... Taurean Prince, can you get me, like, I don't know how you're 26 years old, but can you get me, like, 2 guys that are, you know, possible rotation pieces here? This isn't even a bad move. I might consider that. This is actually a really good trade. I think I'll probably do that. No. JJ Redick could come back. Okay, no, I like that for, ooh. I like this one, though. All right, I'm going to take Frank the Tank and Joe Ingles. I think that's actually a really good trade for us. So, at this point in time, we need to sign a shooting guard and a center, and then we are, or shooting guard, point guard and a center, and then we're all set. In the center department, like John Henson would be cool. More than a serviceable backup big man for us here. James and Nelly still have that trade exception. I haven't used it. So, Henson, welcome to the team. Then I'll go ahead and sign Ish Smith. I'm probably going to look to trade Ish Smith, maybe get somebody a little bit better. Oh boy, what a run. I will see you guys at the start of the third and final year. So year number 3 here, the third and final year. I'm absolutely loving this team. I'm loving this team. D'Angelo Russell, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Blake Griffin, and Yusuf Nurkic bench. I ended up trading Ish Smith and 2 firsts for Michael Carter-Williams. I'm more than fine with that. Mr. Rookie of the Year right there. MCW, Frank Kaminsky, John Henson, and then Joe Ingles. I love this team. I'm hoping Kawhi and James Harden can do pretty well together. I think they will. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 3. It makes me laugh like how good this team did. Like, I'm so happy I traded Chris Paul and got James Harden. Like, I would have regretted it if I didn't. 30 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals for our MVP. And yeah, if you didn't check the bottom right corner, go ahead and do that right now. 76 wins on the year. I don't know what my best is actually, no, I do. It was 79-3. I forget what 2K it was. If one of you can remember what 2K that was, you'd be such an OG. And if you remember that, let me know. There's no way you're going to be able to find the video, but let me know, and I'll toss you a follow on Twitter. Just let me know what your Twitter is. Unbelievable. 76 wins. Bro, 2K puts in these random people that aren't even fucking real, and this shit happens. Isaiah Thomas, 6th man of the year in Boston. Who the hell is he backing up? This dude was literally an MVP candidate. Anthony Davis, defensive player of the year. Elfrid Payton, most improved. Doc Rivers, obviously going to be winning coach of the year. So, no doubt here, we are definitely a 1 seed, 20 games ahead of the Sacramento Kings, who are a 2 seed. Player stats on the year, led in scoring by James Harden. D'Angelo Russell is actually number 2. Blake Griffin, Kawhi Leonard, 15 points. I mean, it is what it is. Maybe he's turned in more into Tony Allen, but just kidding. Rebounds went to Nurkic, and assists was D'Lo. Team stats in the year, points per game. We were number 1 at just under 127, and defensively, we were number 1 as well, just under 104, giving us a 23-point differential. So, Memphis here, round number 1. Mike Conley, Buddy Hield, Tobias Harris, Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol. That is a really solid 8 seed right there. That is a really solid 8 seed right there. And bro, I swear to God, we just won 76 games. We're really about to even have to, like, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's just not happening. This not okay. I was about to leave. Like, that would have cut the video off. There's just no chance that was happening. Steph, Kent Bazemore, CJ Miles, Gallo, Tony Davis. That's, again, a solid squad. I think we have too much talent. But apparently, dude, like in the first round of the playoffs, we had half the losses we had on the regular season in the first round of the playoffs. I just find that a little crazy. Is what it is, though. Phoenix Suns here in the West Finals. Bledsoe, Fournier, Justice Winslow, Morris, Nikola Jokic. Again, a solid squad. I still think we're probably a lot better. It's Philadelphia and Milwaukee over there in the East. We sweep the Phoenix Suns and now taking on the 76ers here in the NBA Finals. Dennis Schroeder, Klay Thompson ended up signing in Philly, and so did LeBron. So did LeBron, PJ Tucker, Joel Embiid, Jimmy Butler's on the bench. Holy fucking Christ. Holy Christ. Play LeBron at point guard, play Jimmy at small forward. Oh my God, that team is fucking insane. How did Jimmy Butler not win 6th man of the year? I mean, we swept them, but like, still, James Harden gets a ring here as well. So I'm super happy I made the moves I made. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like down below. It would mean a ton to me. If you guys want to see some more historic rebuilds, make sure to let me know down below in the comment section. And if you guys are new, of course, make sure to subscribe, turn on some post notifications. You guys want to see the early bangers. But that about does it for me. I love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one.